Hello world, PDR coming at you here with a 67 Volkswagen Bug. Nice classic 67 Beetle, really nice condition. What we're gonna do is these two areas right here. This, I don't know if you can catch it. Yeah, let's see if we can catch it there. There's a little bit of a dent here and a little bit of one here, and the first one we're gonna start on is this little right there. I'm gonna get a better angle on it so that you guys can see it better. And I think if you put it right through the white, or right where the white meets the yellow, you'll see it's a very small dent. We got that small one and these two other small ones. I'm gonna get it warm. I was getting it warm a little bit earlier. Sorry about the background noise. We're out here in nature. And not hot, just warm. And I'm gonna get behind it with my taped up tool. This is number one. I've got a little piece of Gorilla tape on it, and I'm just gonna find that dent. And I don't know if you can see it right there. I'm just gonna find the dent and work from the bottom right towards the middle. About 2 or 3 soft pushes, because this dent could possibly have Bondo anywhere, and I just want to be very aware of it. I'm going to actually move the board a teeny bit farther back and say, yeah, that's very, very close. Being that it's white, I think I'm going to move on. Keep the video short. If I have to go back and touch up the last little bit of the dent, I always do off camera. I always try to show what the real deal is on camera, but most of the time, guys, I gotta be honest, I'll come back when I'm off camera and make sure that dent looks perfect before I give it to the customer. I like to make a YouTube video with the amount of time being relevant. I don't want you to sit there and watch me go and grab a tool and come back or sit there and heat up a panel. But in this case, the heating of the panel will probably take longer than the dent itself. Let's look at that dent. We're starting at the bottom one, and we're going to start at the bottom of that sharp one. Now, I'm still trying to find my tool. There I go. I'm right on it. This is kind of shaking in the wind a little bit. Now, with the shade on it, I can really see where I'm at. And I'm just going to sew up the football from the bottom. I'm going to keep on moving about every 1/2 millimeter. And I can tell that my tape on the back side of my tool is helping, but I can also tell that it's starting to get smushed. Once I can feel my metal to metal, I'm going to move that tape around so I've got another little squishy part on the base, just to give me a little bit of give. So I haven't burnt through that tape yet, but if it does, I'll flip it over like that. Key little trick there, if you want a soft tip. Some people use the little squishy caps, but about 5 good pushes and you're squishing through one of those. Let me move this board a little for this top section. I sure appreciate you guys clicking on the video and hitting the subscribe button. It really helps the channel. And to all you 1,500 that have, you're awesome. I love you. Let's do this top little one. It's kind of a weird oblong dent. It's about that big, and if you can see it, it goes from here to here. And so I'm going to come underneath it just like this and be pushing off the tire. These things obviously have no fender liner back in the day, but I'm going to get it really warm for the case of that, because just in case there's, well, white paint is something that you always want to be aware of. White paint has a tendency to want to be more brittle than any other color. And this just happens to be a pearl white. So now, once again, I'm right there, bottom of the football, and I'm going to run that line up. Sorry about the background noise, but this is some very, very finite, intricate dent work that if you can catch on camera and you guys can see this for what it is, I don't know, I call it show car, show off dent guy, because this is almost just like showing off, getting a little tiny dent out. Perfect. reheat it because I want to make sure that this last little bit, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I want to make sure this last little bit comes out nice. Okay, if I could have a little more shade. There we go. Honestly, it's tough to find. It's very tough to find. And so with this, I will just close it out and say, that was 3 little mini dents done on a fender, and I appreciate you guys all watching this. This has been PDR, and I'm out. Peace.